Question. Find two consecutive positive integers, sum of whose squares is 365. Find two consecutive positive integers. In this phrase itself, there are many clues. We have to find two numbers. They are consecutive numbers. They are positive integers. So we need two numbers. They are consecutive numbers and they are positive integers. What do you mean by consecutive numbers? If I am taking 2 as a number, the consecutive number is 2 and 3 are consecutive numbers. Otherwise, 1 and 2 are consecutive numbers. 12, 13 consecutive numbers. The number just nearer. Two numbers just nearer. They are termed by the name consecutive numbers. So we have to get two numbers which are consecutive. They are positive integers. These much is the condition till here. Again, one more condition is there. Sum of whose squares is 365. If I want to write two consecutive positive integers, I am going to take the first one as x. We need two numbers. So I took the first one as x. And it is already said that it is a consecutive number. So what is a consecutive number which is consecutive to x? It can be x plus 1 or x minus 1. So I am going to take x plus 1. So let x and x plus 1 be the numbers. X and x plus 1 are the two consecutive positive integers. Now our aim is to find the value of x. Again, one more clue is there. Sum of whose squares is 365. Sum of whose squares? What is the square of x? X square. And what is the square of x plus 1? X plus 1 the whole square. Sum of whose squares means x square plus x plus 1 the whole square is given as 365. The first clue was consecutive. Consecutive means nearer. So if I am taking 1 as x, next must be x plus 1. Positive integers that we will deal with when we deal with the answer. Next condition is sum of whose squares. The numbers are x and x plus 1. Their squares are x square and x plus 1 square. Sum of whose squares means we have to sum these two squares is given as 365. Okay. So open the second term using the identity a plus b the whole square. So x square plus a. X square is this x square. So use the identity a plus b the whole square. So we will get x square plus 2ab. 2ab will be 2 into x into 1 which is 2x plus 1 square. 1 square is 1 is equal to 365. Okay. X square and x square. X square is actually 1x square plus 1x square gives you 2x square plus 2x plus 1. I am going to take 365 to the left side. So minus 365 is equal to 0. Again, we can simplify these two terms. So we are getting 2x square plus 2x minus 364 is equal to 0. Okay. So this can be taken as the equation, but we can see that 2 is common for the three terms. So I am going to divide throughout the equation with the 2. So 2x square by 2 gives you x square. Now the equation becomes little more simple. Plus 2x by x gives you 2 minus 364 by 2 gives you 182 is equal to 0. Now it's a simple quadratic equation. So solve the quadratic equation to find the value of x. Again, we have to find two numbers so that sum is 1 and the product is minus 182. We already dealt with this case in the previous question. We have to get the sum, if we have to get the sum as 1 and product as 182. In the previous question we show we have seen that the required numbers are 14 and 13. But we require minus 14 as a minus 182 as a product. So bigger of the number must be positive sign. Why? Because sum is 1 and product is negative. So I am putting negative for 13. So just see 14 minus 13 gives you positive 1 and 14 into 13 gives you minus 182. 14 minus 13 gives you 1 and 14 into minus 13 gives you minus 182. So adjust the middle terms. X square plus 14x minus 13x minus 182 is equal to 0. What is common for the first two terms? X. So x into x plus 14 and from here take minus 13 outside. Minus 13 into x. This term becomes plus 14 is equal to 0. Okay. So what is common for these two terms? X plus 14. So what we can write as x plus 14 into balance is x minus 13. From here we took x plus 14 outside. and the balance first term is x and the second term balance is minus 13. So we are getting x plus 14 into x minus 13 is equal to 0. So equate both the term to 0. X plus 14 is equal to 0 or x minus 13 is equal to 0. Okay, so from here we are getting x equal to minus 14 and from here we are getting x equal to 13. What was the condition given for the x? X is given as positive integer. So can we take both the values? No. We have to avoid this one. Why? Because this is negative. So this value of x is rejected. So the value of x we have to take as 13. And the question was to find two numbers. We already took in the beginning the numbers as x and x plus 1. So the value of x we got as 13 and x plus 1 will be 13 plus 1. So 13, 14 are the required numbers. Required two consecutive positive integers with the condition sum of the squares is 365.